Thank you for staying with us. It's time for us to move on very quickly to the part of the show where we'll spend time to talk about what's going on in Europe. And of course, the biggest issue, the biggest news coming out of Europe today definitely has got to be the UEFA Champions League draw. And once again, we'll expect you to talk to us about those draw and tell us exactly what you think about the teams, the groupings, and who is likely to get what, who is not likely to get what in the UEFA Champions League. But let's start off, guys, very quickly by showing you the groups. Let's take a look at the groups of the UEFA Champions League. As you can see right there on your screen. Yemi, just run through for us, and then we'll talk about it.
In Group A, you have Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal, Basel, and Ludogorets. In Group B, you have Benfica, Napoli, Dynamo Kiev, and Besiktas. In Group C, Pep Guardiola will return to his old club. Manchester City will be in Group C alongside Barcelona, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Celtic. In Group D, you have Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, PSV Eindhoven, and Rostov, the Russian club. In Group E, you have CSK Moscow, Bayer Leverkusen, Tottenham Hotspur, and Monaco. In Group F, defending champions Real Madrid will be playing against Dortmund, Sporting Lisbon, and
Legia Warsaw from
Poland. In Group G, English Premier League champions Leicester are in there with FC Porto, Club Brugge, and FC Copenhagen. And in Group H, you have Juventus, Sevilla, Lyon, and Dinamo Zagreb.
All right, so that's what it looks like. Let's just focus very quickly on the defending champions Real Madrid. They're up against Dortmund, Sporting, Legia Warsaw. Looks like a good one. English champions Leicester look like they also have a very good draw. FC Porto, Club Brugge, FC Copenhagen. That's a good one. And then, of course, the drama is Man City with Pep Guardiola up against his former club, Barcelona, Mönchengladbach, and Celtic. It's also a tricky one. And of course, let's talk about Yemi's Arsenal. They are up against Paris Saint-Germain, Basel, and Ludogorets. Arsenal should think for the first time in a long while of finishing top of this group.
Of course, Arsenal and swiftly after this draw, Arsenal have confirmed that Lucas Perez will be joining from Deportivo for 17 million. Mustafi also should be Robert's time. So Arsenal also recognized the fact that doing the Champions League is very important.
Some relief for Arsenal fans
boost for Arsenal fans too. Yes. But PSG is still a big club. They've got plenty of money. They've got quality players also. But you have to say that it's PSG Arsenal coming off this group. Basel lost Bril Mbolo, lost Edmilson Fernandez to West Ham yesterday. So it's not the strong Basel we used to know. Ludogorets will come in and try and make the numbers. But it's clear cut in here, Tony. It's Arsenal and PSG in no particular order.
All right, so Arsenal for the past few seasons have always finished second in the group.
Yes.
And then they draw a big team in that.
There's always a show that they get eliminated.
And then they always get eliminated. So they need to do things differently this time and hope that they are able to survive. All right, so that's it right there on your screen, the draw for the UEFA Champions League. Very quickly, guys, apart from the draw for the UEFA Champions League, we also had the draw for the best player in the world.
In Europe.
I beg your pardon. Europe, UEFA. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But then when you are the best in Europe,
they turn out to be the best in the world.
Easily, because all the top players in the world are playing in Europe.
Yeah.
All right. But that's an award for Ronaldo.
I mean, it wasn't going to go in any other direction, Cristiano Ronaldo. For me, a lot of people made more noise about Antoine Griezmann's shoes.
And the way he dressed.
But it was only going to go one way, Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, and I agree with you. This looks like the direction that the FIFA Ballon d'Or might just go. This man has won everything this year. He started this season, fans of Real Madrid were complaining. David Beckham had to say, if this is Ronaldo's poorest for Real Madrid, then he should continue being poor. In spite of being poor, as they said, broke some records, won everything a football player would want to win in one season. So I really don't see the FIFA Ballon d'Or going any other place. And also Lionel Messi, his goal was adjudged to be the best goal in the UEFA calendar season. So we'll wait to see what happens. But Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously the best football player.
Quick wrap up for you, Wale?
Yeah, deservedly. One answered plenty of questions that were asked about him. in the same year was an assistant coach, you know, with
the same year won the Champions League, and won the Euros.
It's done really well. I know that age is setting in 31, but the way Ronaldo keeps himself, the way he manages himself, trust him to give you 4 or 5 years of still banging in goals. You know, I was asking questions today that potentially if he wins the next FIFA Ballon d'Or next year, is he still going to get 1 or 2 more individual awards? And everyone said, hey, it's Ronaldo. The way he does, he's a professional to the core. He will continue to be committed at Real Madrid. And I just can't wait to see him playing again. He's getting closer and closer to fitness for the new season. But Ronaldo, undoubtedly, I know that Gabriel has done well. I know Griezmann also had a good year. But Ronaldo, fantastic year for him.
All right, so that's it. Let's wrap up this segment now very quickly. But we're wrapping up with a little bit of football politics, and it's about former president of the World Soccer Governing Body, FIFA, Sepp Blatter, is insisting he will clear his name. We're expecting Blatter to, well, his case to be had tomorrow by the Court of Arbitration for Sports. He's appealing his ban. So we'll see what comes out of it. But let's listen to Sepp Blatter, wrap up this segment. By the time we're back, Femi Adefeso will be on Sports Tonight. Join us again.
I feel good. You can see it's wonderful weather here in Lausanne. It's my city where I have my diplomas, and I am very confident that we can go forward. I am very happy that I have the possibility to be in the Tribunal Arbitral du Sport. It's an institution that we FIFA, we were also in favor of this, let's say, of this tribunal, and I am going to defend the situation, and I'm sure at the end, or perhaps I'm going to say sure, that the panel will understand that the payment made to Platini was really a debt that we had against him, and this is a principle: if you have debts, you pay them.
FC Barcelona. C.
Group C. So we start with Group C for Barcelona.
Leicester City FC.
Wow.
G.
G.
Real Madrid FC.
And now
CF.
the champions of Europe, Real Madrid.
F.
Group F.
FC Bayern Munich. D.
Group D.
Benfica.
Benfica. This time it is the Portuguese champions of Benfica.
B.
Group B.
CSKA Moscow.
CSKA Moscow, Russian champions. Tell us.
E. Paris Saint-Germain.
The first important champion is Paris Saint-Germain.
A. Juventus.
And of course it is Juventus.
Borussia Dortmund, and also a team that I think Thierry knows a thing or two about, Arsenal.
FC Porto.
So the first team drawn is FC Porto.
G.
Group G.
All right, so those are the pictures. We talked about those earlier on from the UEFA Champions League draw. Easily the most lucrative club competition in the world, and it's always exciting to see. One face clearly missing from this year's UEFA Champions League draw is that of the new FIFA president, Gianni Infantino. He used to be the one conducting this draw in the past, but someone else has got to do it. He's the boss now, and shouldn't be involved with the draw for UEFA Champions League football anymore. All right, Femi Adefeso has joined me for the rest of Sports Tonight. Femi, welcome to Sports Tonight. There's a lot of positives to talk about, really, on the program tonight. The first one, the Tigers of Nigeria Africa's best now, according to the latest ranking by FIBA, and we are into the top 20.
Exactly.
First time for us?
Yeah, 16th in the world.
16th in the world.
Yeah, that's a remarkable movement. And Nigeria and Venezuela were the highest movers, in the rankings this time around. And it goes to show that our performance at the Olympics was seen as a big step. I'm also glad that there's also visibility, in what these guys have been able to do. With reflection to the international stage. Now, yes, we played Argentina, and even in build-up, we played the best 4 teams in the world. Let's not forget we played the US too in a friendly game. That's number 1. Then we played number 2, number 3, number 4. Before we played even Brazil, who also moved up the rankings from 9th, to 7th, as well. The Serbia too have moved to number 3 in the world as well. But it's great achievement that we are above, all others, Angola, Tunisia, and
we're Africa's best. All right, Femi. One of the things we'll be doing on the show tonight is to highlight the different basketball grassroots programs currently going on. Let's just quickly go to Port Harcourt, the River State capital, very quickly and find out exactly what's going on. Femi, they're having a competition, Basketball for Peace, for kids, yes. And it's an interesting one. And
yes.
Yeah, we're online now to the coach. Let's connect with him very quickly on Sports Tonight, Femi, and we'll just hit the ground running from there on. Yeah, it's on the line to us now, Coach Fubara, okay. Yes, Fubara. Welcome to Sports Tonight, Coach.
Yeah, good evening, and also good evening to us and listeners.
Yeah, tell us about what you are doing. What's this idea of the basketball clinic for kids that you are doing?
This is the 9th edition of the DAF Basketball Holiday Clinic for teens, and the team is developing a positive attitude. The DAF basketball program has been on for the past 15 years, and this is our 9th edition. Every year we run clinics for more than 200 to 400 kids, where we give them jerseys and not only teaching basketball. We use basketball as a tool to gather these kids, and at the end we bring men from various callings to come and educate them about societal ills. So far we have had more than 5 talks. We've talked about dangers of the internet, dangers of cultism. We've talked about the gains of seeking God first. And by tomorrow, a personality like Duncan Minty will be coming to talk about the steps to greatness, his own experience. As you know, Duncan Minty is the #1 musician in Port Harcourt, and he's somebody that at least the youths here in Port Harcourt can always relate to.
Well, Femi Adebaso is here with me, and Coach Fubara. Femi has 1 or 2 questions to ask you as well.
Yes, Coach, if you're listening, I know a few of these kids, are particularly prone to violence and what have you in that area. And I'm sure you guys are doing a good job, like what you said. But really, the age bracket of the kids that have been participating, can you just throw more light on the age bracket and what you guys have been able to achieve in the last couple of days and years?
The camp was supposed to be for 7 years to 19 years because we have the head basketball will have a program. We have a program for 7 to 13, then we'll have 13 to 19, 14 to 19. But this year, we find that there are some other kids that are like 4, 5 that are interested in playing. And, we can't just throw them away. We just say, okay, everybody can come, let's do this stuff. And I won't tell you, it's been fun for the past 3 days, and we just wish it to just continue forever.
Oh, that's a good one. We wish you the best with that program, Coach Fubara, and hope that makes impact in the community and helps, of course, to take kids off the streets, those that would have gone into armed robbery or violence or some other vices as well. Let's come back now, Femi, very quickly. Something that is happening in Anambra, Uju, Ugoka.
The Tigers player.
The Tigers player is also doing something, trying to build basketball courts in Anambra. This is very encouraging.
Yes, and I'm glad that people are beginning to pick their roots. The last time out, we saw Farouk Aminu come home. He decided to go to Ibadan instead of Lagos. Now, Uju is practically doing the same as well. Going back to Anambra, and what she's been able to say is that look, she's gone back there. She's found out there's actually not even one court that is Anambra. Good. Yes, for basketball them to play. I'm telling you, wow. She was so moved, by that visit, and she was able to, get contacts of some of the officials of the Anambra State Sports Council and Basketball Association. and she's agreed that with all the blessings she's been able to get from the game, she'll be at least putting a court in each of the local governments.
Wow,
and that amounts to about 7, of them, which are key. So that's the project which is going on. So that's something very exciting and what's looking forward to.
All right, we'll go on a quick break now. There's still an issue that we'll talk about on Sports Tonight. That's Victor Ezeli. Not good news, but we'll go on a break and be back for the rest of the show.